What is going on, YouTube? Today we're going to be installing and testing the Starknight MT windshield for our Kawasaki Teryx 800. This is a Teryx 4 Special Edition 800cc motor. We're going to go ahead and show you how to install it, and then we're going to go ahead and see how it is. So let's look at the box and see what's included in the box they sent. So in the box, we have all the hardware to mount the windshield to the side-by-side itself. We have the grommets for both top and bottom, along with all the straps and a bracket to hold it securely in place. They also included a very detailed instructions guide and some stickers. And then, of course, the windshield itself, we can see those giant vents, which are going to come in handy in this Texas heat. So without further ado, let's get this on side by side. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it according to the instructions. And as a quick disclaimer, Starknight MT did send me out this windshield free of charge in exchange for this video. Now that being said, we are giving an honest review, and they do not get to view this video before it is posted to my YouTube channel. So without further ado, let's get it on the side by side and see how this awesome windshield is. Again, if you want to pick up this windshield, you can get it down in the link in the description below. And I recommend it just based on how it was packaged, and dealing with Starknight MT, their customer service is amazing. So let's get it installed. So before we get anything installed, we're going to go ahead and take care of what we need to on the window. So the first thing that we're going to do is peel back some of this protective coating against the actual plexiglass itself. We're doing that so that we can stick the seal on without putting it over the protective coating. We want to be able to take that off easily later. So let's go ahead and get that done. Now, this is the bottom edge, so we're going to be using the specific seal for the bottom part of the windshield. The bottom part of the windshield is going to be using the thicker seal. So if you look, it's going to be have that bigger bulge on the bottom, and that's going to seal water out of the bottom of the windshield. Let's go ahead and get this open. We're just going to start that from one side, and we're going to put it on, and it just folds right over the windshield, right onto that crease. And I left a little bit on this side just because they do give you extra, so there is going to be some hanging off the other side. As you can see, the seal is on the top here, and we do have the end hanging off quite a bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut that, and then I left a little bit off this edge. We're going to make sure that we're going to leave this for right now, and we're going to cut it when we get over there and test fit it. That way we use the right amount. I would rather this be too long than too short. All right, and that's all the excess we'll need right now. So let's go test fit this on the side-by-side real quick. Okay, so we're back here in the Teryx, and we're gonna take our windshield, we're just gonna lay it up there and see how it looks, make sure it fits correctly. And the reason I put this bottom seal on first was so that it doesn't scratch my actual hood here. But that's basically how it'll fit, just like that. And you can see that excess that we did leave on the side. We're actually going to leave that there, and it'll match up with the pole itself. So I think that looks good. We're going to go ahead and peel back the top part and put the top seal on. Now the seal for the top is a little bit different. It's obviously smaller, but it's more of like a windlace, and it does not feel cheap. It definitely feels high quality. So we're gonna go ahead and stick this on just the top edge of the windshield. And again, I'm gonna follow that same rule. I'm gonna leave a little bit hanging off on each side because we'll probably have to cut this. So let's go ahead and peel back some of the protective coating, and we will get this stuck on. All right, and same as before, we got to this other end and we have a bunch hanging off. So again, I'm gonna leave a little bit of an overhang and we're just gonna cut just a little bit of it off, just so we don't have so much more, you know. So I'm gonna leave just a little bit of an overhang. I'm gonna attempt to do that without making it jagged. All right, a little bit of overhang. Now, we get to mount it up to the actual windshield. So the way that this is done, we're gonna put it up there and we have little straps to hold on. They go in these little grooves right here and they hold it to the supports on the cage itself. So let's get over there, throw the straps on. There are 6 of these straps, 3 on each side. This should be very simple to follow. All right, I think we got it where we pretty much want it. Maybe it needs to come this way just a little bit. It's probably easier to do with 2 people for sure, but we're gonna grab one of our straps. These are pretty nice straps too. I don't think they're gonna get any sort of sun damage or anything. We're gonna peel back some of that protective coating. And they just go on like a buckle strap pretty much. Pull it tight. And I'm gonna go and do these. So I'm gonna do this side and then I'm gonna go do the same one over here. That way we can just get like an overall pretty even strap. Now, I do have mirrors on my Teryx 4. So the mirrors get in the way just a little bit, but it ain't nothing too crazy. So it's not really gonna affect anything. Again, we'll peel back some of this protective coating. Okay, so now we got all the buckles on, so we could probably go ahead and pull this protective film off. We'll do the blue one first on the outside, and then we'll do the inside one. You want to be careful with these vents. It's like they're good to go. Sweet. So, next we need to install the bracket. Okay, so the last thing we have to do is install these 2 brackets. So this one is going to install to the windshield, and then this one is going to install to the actual top roll cage of the Teryx 4. So let's go in there and get it installed. Okay, so they've already put a hole up there for us to mount this bracket through. And so I'm going to attempt to mount this through there just like that. And then they give us this little wing nut. This will go on the other side of that bracket. Getting it on is going to be an interesting story. All right, that is the wing nut. So now we have this guy right here. This will go around the frame and then into that nut there.
Dad, what's the window on it?
I finally figured out how to get it on. If you look up here, I kind of just forced it and, you know, manipulated it a little bit, but we got it. So got the nut on. I just got to tighten up everything now. That's what I'm doing. And then we should be good. So what I did was wedge that Allen key, and we're just going to crank it till it's tight. Get it nice and tight. And it's good to go. This one's not completely tight, but it's up against my windshield now, so it's rolling, but yep. That's what it's supposed to look like. You could probably get this a little tighter, but again, it's tight. Like, this is at an angle too. Didn't go in perfect, so it's good for now. Let's get on the road and test it out. All right, guys, don't mind the wind, but yeah, we just took it out on our first run with the windshield, and I think, honestly, nothing bad to say about it. After I got that rear bracket mounted in there, we had no flex whatsoever, really. You saw that in the POV footage. I think that this windshield is a great buy for the price. It doesn't cost an arm and a leg like the rest of them do, and it has vents on it, and it's anti-scratch. And I did hit a couple trees with it, you know, let it scratch down it or whatever, and there was no scratches. So we'll see how it does in about 6 months, but right now I'd say it's a pretty good buy. So if you're looking to get yourself a windshield like this one, I have them down in the link in the description below. The Starknight MT plexiglass windshield. Easy install, anybody could do it. We did it in about 15 minutes, and that was while filming. Get yours below. I will see you guys in the next video. If you want to see more side-by-side content like this, please let me know down below, and maybe me and Starknight MT will be collabing more often. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace. Okay, so we just took this through the literal forest and was mowing down trees with it, so I wanted to test out the anti-scratch materials on this windshield. So trees were hitting this, everything. It's really dirty right now, but it doesn't appear to have any scratches on it. We're gonna clean it up and see what it looks like afterwards, because we did get this thing super filthy. So we're gonna clean it up and we're gonna see if there's any scratches to be seen on the windshield itself. And let me tell you, we had plenty of trees and all kinds of stuff smacking this thing. So without further ado, clean. So after cleaning everything off, you can see that even after driving through a bunch of trees and getting it muddy and all that other crap, still no scratches, no visible scratches anywhere. So I give it a 10 out of 10 for that. So awesome.